Hey guys, welcome to Meddling Minds!
Deceit. Hello everyone, welcome back to Meddling Minds, and today we have a very special Halloween special. Yay! Yippee! Halloween special! And today I have two special guests for you guys. I have Audrey and Grace. How are you guys?
It's all right, I guess. I don't know how I managed to get here. I was just walking by, and then they saw me, and then they dragged me in here, and
We kidnapped you.
Yeah, they locked the door. They tied me to the chair. Please help.
You're so silly. I am your host, Lee Walker, and do you guys want to tell us what you guys do, or like where we can find you?
Here.
Here. Aw.
Yeah.
And you just at a coffee shop?
Yep, here at a coffee shop.
Okay, well, today on Meddling Minds, we have a very interesting Halloween-themed story for you guys. And for those of you who don't know, the podcast is true crime with a little bit of a twist, where at the end, you will try to have solved the actual crime by the end of it. Does that sound epic or what?
I think I could do that. It's not what? Like, it's hard?
Well, not really. I mean, there's like the suspects or whatever.
Solving
and
a crime? It's not like you need to go to school for that.
So let's go ahead and get into this beautiful Halloween special episode. So for this story, I used eyewitness accounts and articles. And names of eyewitnesses will be taken out from the story. Only some that said they could be put in are kept in. It's October 30th, 2007. A group of 5 friends were going to a farm owned by one of their aunt and uncle to celebrate Halloween at a masquerade ball being held there. While driving on the old dirt farm road at night, one of them spotted old scarecrows in the cornfield next to the road. When they arrived on the farm and got out of their vehicle, they started to walk towards one of the farm buildings. Suddenly, a loud voice called out to them, light shining into their faces. The voice said, "Freeze, you trespassing cowards!"
Moo!
Moo!
Cow.
There's a cow?
Cowards.
Cowards. Whoa! What is that face? Where am I? Oh, there it is. That was when the lights died down and the friends realized it was the aunt and uncle who owned the farm, as well as some other farmhands. The aunt realized their mistake and told her farmhands to stand down. The aunt and uncle were named Meg and Evan. Their niece asked what the problem was and why everyone was so on edge. That's when Meg told the group that someone had been slashing and burning the cornfields every night, and that the police still had no idea who was doing it or why. One of the farmhands was convinced it was just some dumb teenagers pulling a prank, and got up into the faces of the friends. Aunt Meg and Uncle Evan pulled the angry farmhand away, telling him to back off from their niece, and that her and her friends had nothing to do with it. When the group walked into Meg and Evan's house, the friends met Marcy, Meg and Evan's daughter, and the cousin of their friend. Marcy and her cousin started talking and catching up when Aunt Meg started talking. She said that the town was celebrating 100 years of Halloween, and that's when Evan cut in. He said that according to legend, the ghost of Hank Banning, the town's founder, would show up that year. The friends didn't really believe this story because, it's a ghost, and they don't believe in ghosts.
Right.
Because it's just like a old local legend. But it seemed like the townspeople really believed that Hank Banning's ghost would appear that night. As lightning struck outside, one of the friends said that she saw a flash of something outside the window. She said it looked something like one of the scarecrows they had seen out in the cornfield earlier that night. Marcy was being quite rude, as when the teen said she saw something creepy out the window, Marcy supposedly said, "It was probably your own reflection," while grinning. Marcy told the group she had been crowned Corn Princess that year and that she would be the queen of the masquerade ball. Uncle Evan suggested that everyone turn in for the night, and Marcy showed everyone to their rooms, and everyone went to sleep. The next day, at the Halloween Day Festival, the group participated in all of the Banning Junction activities. When one of the farmhands, Aisha, suddenly came running up. "Everyone, quick, it happened again," he yelled. When the group made it to the cornfield, some of it had been burned up as well as being sliced with sharp tools. One of the friends noticed that there were no footprints in the mud around the cornfield except for their own, which meant whatever or whoever had done this left no trace except for the burnt remains of the corn. When one of the friends climbed up a nearby water tower to try and get a better look, he noticed something terrifying. The crops had been made into multiple patches in the shape of pentagrams. Burns still visible on some of the corn from above. Each patch of corn that had been burnt a different size. On the water tower, one of the friends noticed something and picked it up. It was a light lavender gardening glove. That's when an old lady came walking through the corn and to the group, saying that Hank Banning made the patterns. Uncle Evan was having none of it and told the old lady, Agnes, to leave him, his family, and his niece's friends alone, saying it was just an old legend. Agnes went on about how Hank Banning made a prophecy of there being signs in the crops, and here they were. The mayor who was called to the scene also agreed with Aunt Meg and Uncle Evan, saying it was just an old wives' tale. Agnes accused the mayor, saying he didn't call it an old wives' tale when he was encouraging the tourists to come to the town and spend their money.
Is that it?
No.
Oh.
I was just trying to get you to say something, but it's okay.
That's crazy, man.
That's crazy, bro. Agnes started getting louder, saying that night Banning would come back from the dead to seek his revenge on everyone in town. Agnes disappeared into the crops, and the friends took a sidebar, wondering who could really be behind it. Some of them sort of believed the whole ghost thing, but the others believed it was just someone trying to scare everyone. One of the friends, however, suggested it was Marcy, but Marcy's cousin said it couldn't be, and that she was just her innocent cousin. Two of them went to Agnes's house to interview her about the problems the town was facing, but when they knocked on the door, there was no answer. They looked through the window and saw a light inside and decided to just walk in, opening the door. As they walked through the old house, they noticed an old glass case filled with all sorts of sharp tools. A scythe, many knives, a sickle, and even an old spear. The two friends were certain it was Agnes now, seeing as how she had all of these old tools just in her house that could have been used on the cornfield. That's when they noticed a silhouette in the kitchen. When they got closer, they realized it was Agnes in a chair, dead, with her neck slit.
Whoa. That's crazy, man.
Yeah. Wait, was a silhouette a ghost?
Hmm?
Was a silhouette a ghost?
No, it was her in the chair.
Oh, okay.
Dead.
Damn.
Where am I? Where did I go?
Was her neck slit?
They screamed, realizing they had it wrong, and ran out of the house. When the police were called, they found no trace of who could have done this, so the group decided to continue their unauthorized investigation to help Aunt Meg, Uncle Evan, and the town, hoping no more casualties would come of it. The other friends went to the library, where they found records of the last independently owned cornfields around this town, which were the ones that had recently been struck by criminal burning down fields who the group suspected also killed Agnes. They also found out the person who owns the processing plant responsible for the processing of the fields was Eldon Reed, the mayor. That's when Marcy showed up to the library where she asked the friends what they were doing. They told her they were doing research and what they found, which is when she told them she was studying for her electrical engineering class. She told them she was about to leave to go home and get ready for the Halloween masquerade ball. Marcy's cousin wished her a happy birthday. Marcy's birthday also being Halloween. She said she was excited to be Corn Princess for her birthday. One of the other friends started interrogating Marcy when her cousin shut it down real quick. You know, you guys are really quiet.
I'm trying to
I didn't
follow.
want to interrupt you.
But at least you guys aren't like my last guest, though. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that must be
Yeah,
crazy.
she was absolute.
My boyfriend broke up with me ever since your episode. I can't believe that you would ruin my life like this.
Cammy, what the? Get out!
I just work here.
Oh, I want to listen to that last episode.
Oh my god. Last episode was horrible. Sam, did you kick her out?
I'll take that as a yes.
Sam, is she gone? How did she get in here, Sam? What happened?
Doc, she pushed me down the stairs, and I think my ankle's broken.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Jorge.
She's been removed from the premises.
Permanently.
Holy crap. That could have been way worse. Sorry about your ankle, by the way, Sam. Not as sorry for Cammy's ankle.
Where were we?
Okay, that was fun. Okay, so one of the friends started interrogating Marcy when Marcy's cousin shut it down real quick. Later that night, the group was investigating and walking around the cornfield. They heard rustling through the corn stalks and pointed their flashlights out and noticed one of the creepy scarecrows posted up to its wooden post. That's when the scarecrow's head fell off and onto the ground.
No, just glue it back. Just glue the scarecrow's head
just
back.
glue the scarecrow's
It's
head
no
back.
big deal. They fall off all the time.
Onto the ground, and it caused the group to scream and jump backward. That's when someone wearing a pumpkin-themed face covering appeared out of the field, wielding multiple sharp weapons at the group, and started chasing after them through the field. The friends were cornered by the figure when suddenly one of the friends found a hose and blasted the person with it, causing them to freak out and run away, leaving the group alone. The Halloween ball in the town hall was in full swing, which is where the figure started going towards, and that's where the group followed. As music played, the lights flickered on and off throughout the town hall as the figure chased after the guests and the group of friends. That's when one of the friends suddenly pushed over a decoration, a large Halloween decoration, causing it to topple onto the person wearing the mask. And they were able to get the person down to the ground, and they pulled off the pumpkin face covering. And they found out who it was. This is where you guys get to figure out amongst yourself who it was, and I get to go.
Okay. So, crop circles in the field. Clearly, it was aliens.
Yeah, I might have to agree. How many years had it been happening?
It had just been happening this year.
Oh.
But supposedly Hank Banning was going to come back, and he had died 100 years prior.
See,
So he was supposed to come back on the 100 year
he's the
anniversary.
alien messiah. He actually came down there all those years ago as an alien in a human disguise to get intel and reconnaissance on the humans, and then, he went back to the aliens, and now Queen Zolgotha is going to invade all of humanity because all of this was happening because of the aliens.
You
That
got
other
that.
person in the costume, also an alien scout.
You got that from the pentagram, crop circles.
Maybe.
Well, it is. I'll give you this hint. It's a human who's in the story.
Aw.
I think
It's
it
one of the
was
suspects.
the mayor or the first farmhand that came running. Asia is her name?
Aisha.
Aisha. I think it was her.
You? got any
Aliens.
ideas? You still think it's just aliens?
Aliens.
Okay. So, when they pulled off the mask, it was Marcy,
What?
The
cousin.
okay.
Yeah. And it was because Halloween was her birthday, and her own family was putting Halloween over her birthday because in the town it was like celebrated greatly, but they always forgot her birthday. Her own cousin didn't even know it was her birthday until the day of. And Marcy's plan was to upstage Halloween so everyone would remember her birthday. She never even meant for anyone to be hurt, but when Agnes apparently found out and threatened to go to the police, she had to get her out of the way. And Marcy just wanted her birthday to be remembered, but instead caused things to get out of hand. As the police took Marcy away, her parents said their goodbyes before she was taken away to jail.
I'm shocked.
Maybe Marcy's an alien.
Yeah.
Is Marcy secretly
This is a true story.
Well, you know what's even crazier than all of that? When they took the mask off, she said, I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids.
Wait, I've heard that before.
This was entirely a Scooby Doo episode.
Hey! You said this was true crime!
I told you there was another twist.
I'm
Should've
suing
remembered
for
that
false
with the
advertising.
You're suing for false
Drawing.
advertising.
Yeah. What Scooby Doo movie was this?
This was a Scooby Doo Halloween from the show What's New Scooby Doo.
I love Scooby Doo.
I love Scooby Doo too. That's why I made this podcast. What did you guys think? Did you guys have fun?
So, like, wait, the girl with her neck slit, that was in the Scooby Doo episode?
So she got kidnapped and then we never see her again. So I just said she got killed.
Okay.
Because I had no idea how to make that seem more realistic. So I just said she got killed. So there are things that I changed, and that's like the whole idea of the story is I changed it from being the crop circles were like a shape of a ghost, a bat, and a pumpkin. And I said pentagrams to make it more
Ooh,
like,
spooky. Edgy.
because then you'd be like, why would someone be making it into ghost?
Right.
But yeah, so my whole brand is Meddling Minds, a fake true crime podcast. So how did you guys like being guests on Meddling Minds?
We've been hoodwinked. We've been japed. My whole life is a lie. What if this isn't even real?
Yeah, you're not actually.
What
even
if
on
this is
podcast.
all an alien hallucination and they're pumping the air full of drugs to make us hallucinate?
Again, at least you weren't like my last guest because she literally came, like she got so upset with it being a Scooby Doo episode, and she didn't even know what Scooby Doo was, and so she
know?
ran out and she broke her ankle.
How do you not know what Scooby Doo is?
At least you guys weren't like her. She was awful to work with, and apparently now her boyfriend's broken up with her. That was who you just saw running in here earlier. So.
She sure sounds like a whole load of work.
And apparently now she's broken Sam's ankle. She can't walk anymore, she
Aliens.
says. The aliens are coming.
The
Marcy
aliens
the
are
alien is
coming.
coming. So yeah, it was actually Marcy, and it was actually a Scooby Doo episode. So
I'm gonna go watch the Scooby Doo episode over the weekend.
How very
it's
silly.
season 2, episode 6 of What's New Scooby Doo.
I only ever remember the theme song because Simple Plan popped off with the.
I love Simple Plan. They have an episode where they meet Simple Plan,
That's so cool.
and they sing the
Yeah.
like they meet Simple Plan. It's called Simple Plan and the Invisible Man.
Hey.
Can you give us a clip of it or
This
sing
is
it?
Simple Plan we're talking about. You don't know
What's new, Scooby-Doo?
We're coming after you. We're gonna solve that mystery.
See you, Scooby-Doo. The trail leads back to you. What's new, Scooby-Doo? I now have that in Fortnite. Because Fortnite now has Scooby-Doo, and you can get that song on Scooby-Doo. Or on Fortnite.
Let's just hope that they don't butcher the characters the way they butchered my man Solid Snake in Fortnite.
Well, I have the Fortnite characters of Scooby-Doo and Shaggy. Oh my god, Scooby-Doo is on his hind legs, though.
What?
But
How does he walk?
But he's wearing a skeleton, like... onesie.
That's
it's kind of cute. So yeah, that was the podcast episode. Thank you everyone for listening, and thank you guys for coming on here.
Oh.
You can also wear Scooby-Doo slippers in
That's
the game.
cute.
How lovely.
So Scooby-Doo can wear himself.
Narcissist.
So yeah, thank you guys for coming on here and being deceived by me.
I love being deceived.
I'm so sorry about that, by the way.
It's okay.
I hope you guys had fun. I'm not. No. I mean, this whole podcast is just to have fun. I like having fun with my guests, so. Except for Cammie. Holy crap. But yeah, thank you guys for coming on, and I will see all of you guys on the next episode. Thank you again.